Let me stop before they mess with my damn sound. Tomorrow is September 26, 9/26. For the majority of the month, I've been telling you 9 is going to show you your struggles in the month of September. But it also shows you what you're sharing your energy with. They're really kind of like one and the same. People trauma bond out here. You share your pain with others who you think understand what you're going through, or sometimes you share your pain hoping that somebody will understand what you're going through. The whole problem in what I just said, and resonance only, do what you're going to do. At the end of the day, do what you're going to do. Some people stay stuck in their pain cycles until they get somebody to validate them. It's dangerous. It's like I'm gonna stay stuck in quicksand until somebody either pulls me out or until somebody witnesses me coming out, so I can get congratulations for doing what I'm supposed to do. If this comes off as cold and callous and all this other stuff, you might want to check yourself before you try to check me. You might want to check yourself and figure out whether you're a trauma bonder or a nurturing, misclassified empath, what you hear me call sympathetic distractor. You might want to check on that. Hold on, this goddess. So, again, like I said, that 9 that actually just shows you where you're struggling. Sometimes where you're struggling is where you keep trying to share your energy, trying to make sense. This is an analogy you hear me use all the time. The house is on fire, and instead of you getting up and getting out, you're trying to figure out why you're staying in. And I appreciate that too. You're trying to figure out why you staying in and trying to see if there's somebody else that's going to help you get out. Old hashtag since like 2013, savior yourself. Savior yourself does not mean that there isn't anybody else that's going to help you. It just means stop being foolish enough to wait to receive it. Again, one of the biggest problems with this planet is the belief that you don't have to do anything and your rewards are on the other side without you doing anything to get it. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm savoring myself, I'm paying attention to my choices, my accountability levels, my responsibility, my entanglements, what I'm giving my energy, who I'm not giving my energy, and why. Because that's a whole nother subject. A lot of y'all are not giving your energy, but you're not giving your energy because you're nurturing your traumas. It is just safer for me not to engage instead of understanding, holy shit, safety is the issue. And that gets into where this reading is going, where I did my write-up. Tomorrow, 9/26/2025, produces that 22222. 4 2s that I keep warning you about. Old typewriter, if you hit the 2 number, if you hit the number 2 key and it just keep on replicating, it's a faulty key. It's broken. Tomorrow shows broken mindsets. Every day shows them, but on certain days, as a vibrationalist, they become hyper clear. You can really see where people are stuck in shit when you hit these replication dates of 4 of the same number in repetition. Energy doesn't lie. Y'all like to say that. The problem is energy doesn't lie as much as the person is lying to themselves. Resonance only, let your life tell you tale. So tomorrow's going to show you where some of that shit you're connected to, you're only connected to because it's what's keeping you safe. It ain't about getting out of stuck mindsets. It's not about trying something new. It's about trying to find the safest spot to remain where you're already stuck. And only you can fix that problem. Only you can break that 2. 2, in my number system, connection. 2, knowledge. 2, reflection. I see myself. Reflection is also projection, if you don't understand that. I see myself, and then in that whole speech that comes after that, You know that saying that y'all like to say, be careful with the next words after you say I am. It's a conversation with the universe. It ain't a conversation with the universe. It's a conversation with you creating the universe. From my experience, in my perspective, in my level of awareness, it ain't what the universe is going to give you. It's what you've already done to yourself. I am is the grand connector. I am, and then you're about to establish quantitative value for whatever comes after it. That's that 2 point. You have already disconnected from yourself into a creation event of what you want to see. If what you want to see in a creation event is only the results of what you're trying to stay out of, you got problems. Wholeness. So again, the problem is a lot of y'all are only wanting somebody to give you what you won't give yourself, or you're only wanting to stay around people who have that same level of lowered expectations. It don't have to make sense. You just have to start understanding to where what you hear come out my pie hole is not about you in authenticity, or what is coming out my pie hole is not about you because you ain't ready to see. And that's how a lot of people are. You don't want to hear anything different because you're still trying to make sense of the same old shit. You are the 2222. You have replicated yourself to what you're connected to, and it's not showing anything different. So you don't understand the energetic experience of, if you won't do anything different, you're only changing the parameters of the same. Holy shit, that sounds like that bullshit y'all believe in about energy neither being created nor destroyed. You want to know why it ain't neither created or destroyed? Because it's the same energy in use. Same thing I just said. All you're doing is taking what you're connected to and trying to find another way to format it into what you want to see, instead of taking responsibility as the source of the motherfucking flow. It's not what you're connected to, it's why you're connected to. Why am I connected to it? And if I keep doing the same thing, then holy shit, the definition of insanity already tells me expect the same results. So, since we're dealing with vibrations, because again, tomorrow shows you that 2222, but as I was saying, what was that? The 18th. The 27th, which is what, Saturday? That's our 999 for the year. The 27th, we've had 3 this month. You had 9/9/2025, which was a 999, which I'm telling you is your end game. It is as high as your vibrational experience is going to go within its current programming, if that makes sense to you. 999 is you at the end of whatever programming you in, and it's your choice to replicate it, energy neither created nor destroyed, or release it. We had another one on the 18th. Now you have that last one on the 27th. And traditionally, for at least like the last 5 years, I've been trying to tell y'all the way that this experiment in experiencing works, the universe, measurement of your traumas, that 999 is going to set up the stage not only for the winter solstice, which is 12/21, but it's going to set up the stage for 2026. Why? Because it's just like with any good scientific experiment, you have to have the control, and you have to understand how to manipulate the control to get the result. That 999 is going to show where, on some levels, you don't even need to manipulate the control, because what's been controlled now controls the manipulation. You understand that? Probably not, but you don't even have to do anything. Think about it. As a collective, you don't have to even rule over us as a human species. We will fight to be controlled. You see it every day. The average human does not want a different set of freedom. They only want more freedoms in the enslaved system that we're already existing in. So again, watch out for that last 999 on the 27th, which 27 in my number system is enslavement. So you're going to be controlled by the enslavement that you're trying to use as the control. Again, if you go back and look at this, it's the same thing I said. At that point, the rat in the cage is the scientist. I can't do that to y'all because it's too many too many bullshit things going on right now that too many people fall and prey to. Too many bullshit things. Y'all sit here waiting on fucking aliens and shit. For what? Y'all don't understand that potentially, I'll do this. Potentially, we are getting a lot of visitations. Potentially, we are getting a lot of revelations of prior contact with extraterrestrials or whatever, because we are at the highest point of our usability, and it's like going to the movies. Hell, everybody want to come and see the big show. Are they going to do something different, or are they going to stay the same? And hell, how can I get a piece of the action? Think about it realistically. If you see this whole planet that doesn't do anything to save itself except for bitch whine and grope and whine about whose color is better and whose deity is better, but don't do anything to save themselves, but yet you see that they have a fucking unlimited resource of energy, wouldn't you want to go see the shit show too? Wouldn't you want to see if you can get a straw in the back of their head too? But most of y'all gonna tell yourself somebody coming to save you or somebody coming to destroy you. Why do either? Why destroy us or why save us when we are just basically high usable energy? Fucking fossil fuel. 2222. Trapped in what you're connected to and won't let that shit go until it shows you what you want to see. Walk that one backwards slowly. You're trapped in what you're connected to, and you won't let it go until it shows you what you want to see. The whole problem was you were already trapped. And it told you what it wanted to show you. Now you connected to what it showed you, and you won't let go until you see it. Holy shit, Darth Vader. Maybe these are not the droids you were looking for. Maybe you should be more connected to what is authentic to you and then figuring out why. That's not going to go anywhere. WHY is not going to go anywhere. Sorry if you don't understand it. Why you do anything is the most important thing in your life right now. Why do I do this? Because if you start doing it, here in America, if we start answering the whys on what we're doing, you have to start looking at how fucking foolish we are. Why we get up, you say it and you post about it all the time. Why are we still paying bills? Why? Because you motherfuckers won't do nothing different and you keep voting for motherfuckers to enslave you. So why do you think you're going to get out paying bills? Why we got to pay for food? Why? Because you keep letting sick motherfuckers tell you what healing is and then sell you shit that only give you more sickness. You see how already 86% of y'all already lost accountability? They shouldn't do it. You shouldn't give them the fucking position to do it in the first place. And that's all of us. You shouldn't give them the position to put you in danger, trap you, and then wonder why you can't get free. What's the whole problem? So we ain't gonna even touch the 222. I'm gonna tell you straight up before I even pull this domino. The whole problem is self-awareness. The whole, damn, I tried to pick up one, but two came out. I'm gonna honor it. Holy shit. The whole problem is self-awareness. You've been taught to move. 5 is movement. There's 2 of them. I don't know what to connect to. That's already fear. 55 in most numerology system is manipulation. It is the master manipulator. You've already been masterfully manipulated, and holy shit. Holy shit, 86. But here I'll help you. 86 is also 82, 833. It can go all kind of places. 811. You're struggling with whatever already got you in separation. 2 1s, 2 3s, the path of ascension, my kundalini. Whatever lie you're telling yourself that makes you feel good about staying in the trap, but now you feel like you're trapped less. Manipulate what you're seeing, and then I can make you struggle to get out of it. Separation. 11, justification. What are you getting out of? The analogy I use all the time. Oops, I got your nose. Do that to a child. Walk up to a child and act like you took their nose. got your nose. For a second, until their mind wakes up, they'll believe it. Holy shit, belief. Oops, I got your nose. And again, as I said, I think the same time last week when I used the same analogy, not just N-O, but K-N-O-W. I got your no. I'll tell you what I want you to know, and now you'll move to go find it, which means you've already justified struggling against yourself. So that's the whole problem, is your self-awareness is already based in manipulation. So I can see why you're going to two. You don't see where you're stuck. You see it as an opportunity to move. What was the original program? The 55. Move. But see, 55 is also 1. You understand that? If you want to look at this as a fraction, it's 5 over 5. 1. If you want to look at it in the form of a reciprocal equation, if I'm not mistaken, 5 out of 5 is 0. You understand that? If I give you 5 and I take all 5 back, you have nothing left. But if I give you 5 and then I give you 5 more, you'll think you got 1. That's how some of you think. And again, this is not about being funny. This is, if you don't start understanding where what you think has you stuck, what has you stuck is the only way you think. So we'll do real quick. The 4 steps to why you're stuck in programming. And again, 2 is an 8. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8. 8 in my system is the thoughts in your head that won't allow you to keep still. It's the struggle with the thoughts in your head. And most people have to own that, man. Whatever I keep thinking about, and people say this shit all the time too, whatever you keep thinking about, that's what's going to manifest. But you won't have any awareness for why you think the way you do. You just keep moving. Why? Because you're trying to learn. But if I'm learning what I've been programmed to see, is what I've been programmed to see deceiving me, or is it showing me? It's just showing me, is what I mean to say. In most of your cases, it's not showing you, it's just showing you with the potential for experience, which is a trauma, so that you can establish a new value for what you can become. And again, if you're new to me, quick class. Trauma is not that dirty word that you like to lower yourself into here. Trauma is the marker for experience. Good trauma, bad trauma, trauma nonetheless. That's on the user. So the first 2, that's an issue. God diggity damn. What's your end game? Damn. I just put that in there writing about 99. 899 is one of the codes for tomorrow. 8 is struggle, 99 is the end game. Why am I connected to this shit? Because I'm trying to end the game. I'm trying to get to my 9, but I don't know which one of these 9s is real, so I want both of them. Duality. Why? 9 plus 9, 18. Emotion. You giving all your potential to that 8. You giving your potential to what you're struggling with, it'll teach you how to move. If you understand numerology, 55, 99, the difference is 44. What's 44? The master manifester. I'll show you how to move by getting to the end game, by getting you to manifest. Manifest what? Struggling with tearing yourself apart. Because you just want to figure out which one of these 9s or these 5s is the real you. A being with good common sense will understand I'm not what I went through. That's just what I allowed. Already, 96% of you said, but I didn't sign up for this, did you? And I'm not trying to be insensitive, because unfortunately, if you don't understand energy, you don't understand consequences come from actions, even when it's indirectly involving you. You may not have directly put yourself into alignment for what you went through, but you were already there in this fucking journey. You were already in motion, so you hit something else that was moving. But unfortunately, what I've been always trying to tell you, if something bad happens to you, the next choice belongs to you. The next choice belongs to you. So what's my end game? Trying to stay in my highest vibration. But what's my highest vibration? Making sure that I maintain me. Some of you would do well to learn that. Say that shit out loud. My highest vibration is making sure that I don't lose any of my energy. Not maybe your highest vibration, maybe your final phase is cussing the motherfucker out. So you mean waste more energy? Maybe your final phase is putting your titties on TikTok and getting a new tattoo and having an orgy. You mean sharing more energy? Maybe my next phase is learning how to do 600 push-ups, but I can't spell or write. We could do this all day long. And I'm not trying to be funny, but if you are only trying to find the highest vibration in that same bullshit that's got your mind in separation, you're not high vibrational at all. You're a low vibrational, high vibrating fool. You're fit for the maintenance. You're fit for the matrix. Holy shit. You will only replicate what the original programming was. What was the original programming? Just move. Just move. So you already buy the original program of movement, and you mean to take movement to its highest vibration because now it has you totally infected. Mind, body, and soul. You're already in triangulation. You already, what we call in the military, shoot, communicate, move on out. You've already shot an azimuth. You're communicating your course of action. Now you're ready to move. Holy shit, field artillery. Field artillery. You about to get shot out into the universe. The best way to create is to get you to fucking sponsor creation. And y'all probably don't even see that though. You don't see that every day, really for years, but it's been highlighted this year with all the fuckery and foolishness that we've been dealing with in this country, which to me is really just the bullying effect of if you won't do something different, something will push you either into learning compliance or learning to do something different. That's what's going on in this country. And we sit there and we say this, hey, this shit ain't about us. Stay the fuck out of it. Stay the fuck out of it. And then they'll do something else to try and draw you in. And then you sit there and say, stay the fuck out of it. But instead of saying, stay the fuck out of it, hey, here's what we need to be focusing on because we can't get our shit together either. Sorry for you. We can't get our shit together either. And then we see what motherfuckers who don't have their shit together are trying to draw you in. You just try and make sure you ain't drawn in there, but you still ain't fixing you. Your energy is all over the place. So instead of understanding that I should be able to see this trap and understand that that trap only wants my energy, not worry about giving it my energy, but making sure I'm staying at my highest vibration by maximizing me. Maximizing me in a potentiality of my wholeness, not a potentiality of where I can keep moving in separation. But you can't teach that one, wholeness. So the second step, where you've already been into the end game of just trying to stay high vibrational in the stuck vibration. Now, the high vibration becomes your goal. Remember that? The original program said 55, move and learn how to struggle with what you keep separating yourself into. The first step said, give all your vibrations to what you separated yourself into. The second step said, now, that high vibrational separation, we need you to justify it. What's going on, guys? We need you to justify it more than you justify yourself. And again, that's kind of a variation of what I just said. So many people out here are worrying about giving their energy into people who have not earned it, that they're not doing anything to maintain themselves. I'm just trying to get by. What's that other word I use all the time? Fatigue. Fatigue is real out here. Fatigue ain't real. Why are you bothered about what you already knew? That's a real question. Why are you bothered of what you already knew, or were you really that foolish not to know it? If you can answer that, then you're probably already 2/3 out of the game. If you already knew how somebody was going to act and then they show you it, why are you surprised? But again, maybe your final phase is cussing them out. Mismanagement of energy. So when you see somebody mismanaging their energy by trying to get you to mismanage yours, you're going to stay more connected to justifying not giving them what they want, but you've already taken it all from yourself. Some of you won't get that. You won't get that at all because you're used to giving your energy, or you're used to justifying your light side and your dark side. See, they trying to make me act up. See, I'm in a good space. They want my Lilith. See, you already got all these categorizations of yourself in separation. You've already been moved to all these different stages of separation. You're easily moved. Yes and no, though. Be honest with you. Different expectations. Expectations get you fucked up first and foremost. And like you said, even though in a way it's like how I say it, because you didn't trust gut. You didn't hear me say that. Gut is not your friend. Gut is already a trauma response system. Your instinct, trauma response. Your intuition, a smarter trauma response. But what was the key word? Trauma. I need to trust my awareness. Because if I keep going back and trusting my gut instinct or my intuition that has already responded to what it don't want to see, the first thing it's going to do is connect to what it thought it saw. Then it gets back to the beginning of this reading. Instead of connecting to what you thought you saw, how about I sit my punk ass down and be still and see what's really there? Then I don't need my higher self and my ego. I don't need to download from spirit. You see me? See, look at me. Look at me. Spirit just sent me a download. I'm about to go do some nasty shit to my wife in a minute. Let me hurry and get this done. You think I'm playing? Hold on. So, number 3, shit. Number 3, 23, passion. That's my passion. That thing in there, that's my passion. What am I connected to? What I think about. What I think about? Staying motherfucking delicious for myself. 23. Holy shit. I broke down one of them 5s. 2 and 3, 5. The only thing I'm connected to is the only thing I think about. What do I think about? What makes me happy. But that's vain and that's selfish. Nope. You a fool if you keep connecting to everything designed to move you and then fighting to feel still and now I need spiritual maintenance and abstinence and all this other bullshit. Because you already invest so much of your energy into what's designed to take it, you fight it to get it back. How did it get it? I gave it. So step 4, because I got some things to do. Step 4, I got some things to do. Self-sabotage. It's a 66, but really it's an 11-11. 1-1-1-1, you triggered. You are easily activated. You are easily activated by what you think is going to make you move. And because you don't have enough accountability to yourself to keep still, it's already somebody's responsibility. You become that 2-2-2-2. Your connection to what you have been told to see becomes the only thing you're trusting in. So much to the point where you'll probably stand in the field and wail for your master that ain't gonna never show up. Still here? Maybe again next year. And then holy shit, you're gonna keep justifying what you think you know because you already been taught. Nobody knows the hour. 66 is sabotage. 6, traumatic foundation, where you keep making choices based off of what you've been through. But if you keep making choices based off of what you've been through versus choices off of what you want to see, this is expectations. I had an expectation for seeing more in that relationship. It didn't work. Well, I'm going to do better next time. Holy shit. So you took the traumas from here and brought it there. But holy shit, 6 out of 6, still ain't left for shit. Or 6 out of 6, you only left with potential. Potential don't get you nowhere. Potential doesn't get you anywhere unless you put in the work to cultivate it. Holy shit, GG. Potential don't get you nowhere unless you put in the work to cultivate it. Or else you'll just stay in sabotage cycles by railroading yourself and always being one step away from being activated and triggered, which means you never owned your own stillness because you're easily moved. Take your time with that one. So on tomorrow, on this 2-2-2-2, where the typewriter is broken, but yet you keep trying to write your story from it, slap yourself. If the typewriter is broken, but I have to write a paper and I write it anyway, when I fail, It was already my fault. Accountability like a motherfucker. If the typewriter is broken and I don't do anything to fix it and I keep using it and I wonder why shit stay broken, what was already the divine imprint? You didn't see yourself as enough, so you just used what you were given. Can't even say what you had, what you were given. And again, that's tomorrow, but Saturday, that 999, watch yourself. It's going to tell you the preset for the winter solstice, the days of the dead, the real days of the dead, energetic wise. And it's the presets for 2026, which is the year of empathy. And like I keep telling y'all, it's the year where your spiritual addiction is going to run wild. All the shit that y'all can't learn to put down, this shit, what's the word we use nowadays? Dopamine, brain rot. The brain rot that you can't put down because you think it is the supreme connections that keep you safe, it's going to have you questioning safety next year. And if you reach for what has already been proven to not be safe more than you realize I am the source of danger, as your reflection, I'll be here to watch. Yeah, Days of the Dead for November and October, those are just folklore. Spirits in travel. I'm talking about your whole fucking, well, those are spirits in travel. I'm talking about the soul in submission and subduction. The repetition of the damn reincarnation cycle. It's bigger than the human shit. Wholeness.